Do you know that you don't have to yell, argue, or be passive aggressive to stand up for yourself? In fact, the most powerful responses are often the calmest ones. If you're someone who avoids confrontation, this video is for you. I'm going to share 5 simple, powerful phrases that shut down rude behavior without making things worse. These are tools I wish I had years ago. Ready? Let's get into it. Let's take a look at the first phrase. Let's keep this respectful. This one is gold because it puts the focus on shared behavior standards, not just your feelings. Say it calmly with eye contact. You're not asking for kindness, you're setting the tone. It's subtle but firm, and it puts the other person in check without escalating anything. I started using this technique at work, especially in meetings when someone's tone got dismissive, and it worked better than snapping back ever did. Phrase number 2. That comment was unnecessary. This cuts through sarcasm, judgment, or passive aggressive digs. It lets the other person know you noticed and you're not laughing it off. This one's powerful because it doesn't invite debate. It draws a line clearly. And if you want to soften it a little while still holding your ground, you can say, I'm not sure that was helpful. Same impact, less tension. The third phrase, can you clarify what you meant by that? This is a power move. Why? Because it forces the other person to own their words. Rude people often rely on ambiguity or tone. When you ask for clarity, you take away that shield and put the spotlight back on them. Most times, they'll backtrack or get awkward because they weren't expecting to be called out politely. The fourth phrase is, let's take a break and come back to this. This one's especially helpful in emotionally charged situations like arguments with family or coworkers. If someone's getting disrespectful, you have the right to pause the conversation. This doesn't mean avoiding, it means protecting your peace. I use this when I notice myself getting triggered because I've learned reacting in the moment often creates more harm than good. Taking space is emotional maturity. The fifth phrase, I don't accept being spoken to that way. This one might feel scary to say at first, but it's a boundary, not a battle cry. When someone crosses a line, you don't owe them emotional labor. You just need to be clear. You're not insulting them. You're advocating for yourself. You can even follow it with, we can continue this when you're ready to talk respectfully. Direct, strong, not rude. Remember, you don't need to become aggressive to be assertive. You just need tools and practice. These phrases might feel awkward at first, especially if you're used to people pleasing or staying silent. But every time you use them, you teach your nervous system something new. You're telling yourself, I'm safe, I'm allowed to speak up. I've been there. I really have. I used to freeze in conflict or overthink for days after an awkward interaction. But learning these phrases changed how I show up in the world. And I want that for you too. Here's my question for you. Which one of these phrases would have helped you in a past situation? Or what phrase do you wish you had the courage to say? Do drop it in the comments below. Let's learn from each other because healthy communication is a skill. And the more we practice it, the less power rude people have over us. You've got this.